Tom Cruise didn't step out of a dream. He stepped out of a broken childhood. A boy beaten by his father and mocked for dyslexia, he would grow into the most powerful man in Hollywood. But Tom Cruise is not just an actor. He is the embodiment of will, discipline, and a fear of losing control so deep that his entire life has become a movie he directs himself. For over 4 decades, he has flown across the Burj Khalifa, clung to planes mid-takeoff, and leapt off real cliffs, performing stunts without doubles. To him, danger is proof of existence. Yet behind the death-defying jumps lies a man who never truly lands, lonely, haunted by faith, and distant from the daughter he once called the miracle of my life. This is not only the story of an action star's rise, it's the tragedy of a man who traded freedom for absolute control. From a broken home to a burning ambition, Tom Cruise was born in 1962 in Syracuse, New York, into a poor Catholic family. His father, Thomas Cruise Mapother III, was an electrical engineer who struggled with unemployment and violent mood swings. His mother, Mary Lee, was a devout woman who worked multiple jobs to keep the family afloat. Tom was the only son among 4 children, small, thin, and desperate for his father's approval. But that approval never came. Instead, Tom learned early that weakness meant being controlled. At 12, he was diagnosed with dyslexia, a condition that made school unbearable. He was mocked, humiliated, and called a failure by his own father. That pain became a silent, burning anger, a force that would later drive him to relentless intensity on every film set. When his mother finally left his father after a violent fight, Tom never saw his father again. Yet the shadow of that abuse remained, shaping him into a man determined to control every part of his life. The acting spark, finding power on stage. As the family moved constantly due to debt and instability, Tom attended 15 schools in 12 years. Each time he began to make friends, he had to leave again. This nomadic life robbed him of stability, but gave him a rare discovery. On stage, he could become anyone, confident, powerful, and fearless, everything he wasn't in real life. At 14, he joined a church youth group and found a small community where he could perform. After a violent argument between his parents, his mother left, and the family moved to Louisville, Kentucky. Tom's life began to stabilize, but the wound of abandonment remained. In high school, he tried sports, drama, and even the priesthood. He enrolled in a seminary but left after a year, not because he lost faith, but because he realized he wanted to be seen, not silent. The stage became his battlefield and acting became his weapon. From Syracuse to New York, the hunger for success. In the early 1980s, Tom boarded a bus to New York with only a few $100s, a battered suitcase, and a belief that he would not let his past define him. The city was brutal, filled with dreamers destined to vanish. But Tom wasn't there to test his luck. He was there to wage war against fate. His first role came in Endless Love, 1981, a small part that gave him a taste of cinema's power. Soon after, he appeared in Taps, where his raw intensity caught Hollywood's attention. Directors noticed something unusual in the 19-year-old. Devotion. He didn't act, he became the role, releasing his pain through every scene. 2 years later, Risky Business made him a household name. The iconic dance scene revealed a boyish charm paired with explosive energy. But fame also brought pressure. Tom began to realize that the world could turn on him with one wrong move, and that fear would shape his life forever. Top Gun and the creation of a hero. In 1986, Top Gun made Tom Cruise the new symbol of the American dream. As Maverick, he became daring, proud, and seemingly unbreakable. The film grossed over $350 million worldwide, launching him into A-list superstardom. His sunglasses, smile, and style became global trends. Yet, beneath the applause, Tom felt trapped. Top Gun created a heroic image that Hollywood couldn't release him from. He became the face of the American hero, confident, fearless, untouchable. But Tom was more complicated. He wanted to be respected for his craft, not just for his looks or charm. Cocktail, 1988, proved his box office power, earning over $170 million. But critics dismissed it. He realized Hollywood was a marketplace where his name was a commodity. The hunger for respect began to grow, and his next roles would become a fight to prove he was more than a poster boy. The breakthrough, born on the 4th of July in 1989, Born on the 4th of July offered Tom the chance to transform his image. Playing Vietnam veteran Ron Kovich, he shaved his head, lived in a wheelchair for months, and studied Kovich's life deeply. This role demanded total immersion. The on-screen hero became a broken man, and the performance earned Tom a Golden Globe and his first Oscar nomination. The film proved he was not just a movie star, he was an actor. Yet the victory didn't heal his inner void. The trauma of his childhood and the fear of losing control remained. Success only intensified his hunger. Each role became both therapy and addiction. He reached the summit of Hollywood, but he still felt empty. He needed more control, more certainty, more proof that he could never be powerless again. The rise of the cruise empire, Mission Impossible. In 1996, Tom Cruise created Mission Impossible, not just a film, but a declaration. He starred as Ethan Hunt and produced the movie through his company, Cruise/Wagner Productions. This was the moment he became more than an actor. He became a corporation. The franchise exploded, grossing over $450 million and spanning decades. Tom controlled scripts, directors, marketing, and even trailer edits. He became a Hollywood titan, yet his power became his cage. The media praised his fearlessness while scrutinizing every personal choice. His growing involvement with Scientology became a public controversy. Critics labeled him as a fanatic, while fans admired his devotion. But beneath the success was a deeper truth. Tom's obsession with control was rooted in childhood trauma. Mission Impossible wasn't just a spy thriller. It was a metaphor for a man wearing masks to hide fear, constantly fighting to stay in command of his own life. Love, faith, and the fall of connection. Tom's personal life mirrored his career. He married 3 times, each relationship influenced by his devotion to Scientology. His first marriage to Mimi Rogers introduced him to the church. She believed Scientology could cure his dyslexia, and Tom clung to it like salvation. But the faith also drove him away from her. Their marriage ended in 1990, leaving Tom with a deeper hunger for control. His next marriage to Nicole Kidman became Hollywood's golden couple. They appeared perfect, 2 adopted children, glamorous red carpet appearances, and iconic films like Eyes Wide Shut. But Scientology began to dominate their lives. Nicole felt watched and isolated. When the marriage ended in 2001, it was not just a breakup. It was a collision of 2 worlds. Nicole left America, and Tom buried himself in work. The relationship ended with a silence that never fully healed. Katie Holmes, Suri, and the silent tragedy. Tom's 3rd marriage to Katie Holmes was the most public and most tragic. Their romance unfolded like a fairy tale, engagement, a lavish wedding, and the birth of their daughter, Suri. But Scientology's influence turned the marriage into a cage. Katie was isolated, watched, and controlled. In 2012, she filed for divorce in secret, planning every detail with her family. She demanded custody and kept Scientology away from Suri. The divorce was finalized in 11 days. Tom agreed to pay $400,000 annually, but lost custody. Since then, he has rarely seen Suri. For years, they were never photographed together. In 2024, Suri changed her name to Suri Noel, her mother's middle name, symbolizing her independence. She now studies art and design at Carnegie Mellon University, while Tom continues his relentless career. The man who could fly fighter jets and perform impossible stunts lost the most important bond of all, his daughter's love. Outro. The legacy of a man who can't stop today. Tom Cruise remains Hollywood's ultimate icon. His net worth exceeds $600 million, and his films have grossed billions. He owns multiple properties, luxury cars, and even pilots his own planes. His dedication is monastic, strict diets, daily training, and a refusal to use stunt doubles. Yet behind the legend is a man still haunted by the need for control. He lives mostly in Clearwater, near Scientology's headquarters, and rarely speaks publicly about his personal life. His life is a paradox. He has conquered the sky but cannot reach his own daughter. In a world where fame fades fast, Tom Cruise endures, not through gimmicks, but through sheer will. He has become a symbol of discipline and defiance. But his story is also a warning. Passion can create legends, but it can also build walls that love cannot penetrate.